All right.
Hi, Dorian Temple here from Fairs No Options. Some of you know us as FNO. Standing here with Jenny Kokenauer and Louis Nasta. Jenny contacted us about a week ago, asking us to give her a hand with a few things and kind of help her along with the mentality that FNO carries along with 100% all the time. We like to preach the fact that when you run 100% and give everything you have and everything you do, failure no longer exists. I think Jenny's ready to embrace that in her life. And Jenny, kind of tell us why you contacted us.
Yeah, I've been following Dorian and Failures No Option crew for about 6 months now. Let me tell you a little bit about where I'm at. I'm 38 years old. I smoke 2 packs a day, and I'm overweight and have been for several years. And in following Dorian on Facebook, I just thought, what a neat thing, and what a neat thing to be a part of, and purely wanted to transform my life, and I thought he would know how to do it, and that's why I reached out to you. And I thought also that you were reaching out to a lot of athletes on your website and on your Facebook page, and I thought maybe a real life person transformation might be something that a lot of people could relate to.
With that being said, I completely agree. We do a lot of athletes. We initially started out as an activewear company. However, over the last 6 months, I've watched myself transform into realizing that everybody needs to be a part of this. I've never been so happy to be a part of, or nor been contacted by that, with that opportunity to give back to everyone. I told Jenny at the time that I'd certainly 100% be involved in this, and if she wanted to go through transformation, there's only one person that I rely on, that I trust, and that's Louis Nasta from AZ Body Zone. I asked him if he'd be a part of this, and Louis, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Louis Nasta. I'm the owner of AZ Body Zone. Been in the fitness industry now for about, close to, I'd say, 15 years, 16 years. Basically, we train everybody from all walks of life, professional athletes, everyday people, even have a few Paralympic athletes that we work with. Looking forward to being a part of Jenny's transformation and showing her how easy it is to transform her mind and her body at the same time.
I'll give you guys a little bit of background too, that Louis, I met approximately 8 months ago through House Fitness Fit Club, some mutual friends, and at the time I was just getting involved in the industry of bodybuilding and some of the other aspects. My love and passion is in MMA and Jiu-Jitsu, but I had to decide with this whole FNO thing. I realized that I need to walk in some of the shoes of the guys that I appreciate more as well. I came to Louis finding out what his accolades were and some of the people he worked with, and asked him to transform my wife and myself in 7 weeks, the best he could, for a photo shoot. We had a combined loss of 36 pounds, and couldn't have been happy with the way that he handled stuff. I've dealt with other trainers in the past. I decided to stay on my own after going with those people because they didn't do a whole lot for me. Louis certainly puts the personal back in trainer, and that's why I thought that Jenny would relate really well, because a lot of people get intimidated when they go through a situation like this. This is as real as it gets, you hear that? I thought that Jenny would be able to relate again, because this gentleman has transformed a lot of my friends. I've also sent as many people as I can to him, because once again, I trust nobody else. This is a huge step to take. It is life-changing, and there's just nobody else I rely on. Jenny has also agreed to have a starting point weight. For me, that says a lot. That's huge for a lot of women who don't like to be weighed, period. Again, this is as real as it can be. For one thing is for sure, Jenny's transformation will happen. That is a guarantee. That she comes in willing to give 100%. Her husband Dale, who's running the camera, also backs her. That's huge. You got to understand that whenever you have somebody who wants to take on a lifestyle change, excuse me, it takes both parties. I was fortunate enough to have my wife back me. Louis was fortunate enough to have his wife back him, and Dale, again, with your support, anything's accomplishable. So with that being said, I'd like to move on to the scale right now and do a starting weight. Again, Jenny, we appreciate this more than you know, because we understand how more so women, than anybody are about weight. Understand this is purely a starting point. We have to have something to go by, and go from there. And I want to say real quick too that everything you see along this point, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm a gentleman from the School of Hard Knocks. Anything that you get from here will be my opinion, my own life experiences, my own positive that I like to spin. I don't believe in negativity. I don't believe in the word I can't. It's bullshit words made up. Don't exist with me. Louis got his professional background. Some people may very, excuse me, may differ with his opinion, but again, I know the results, I've seen them firsthand. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit the scale. Okay, and here we go. We're doing the official starting weight.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Well, it's much appreciated, trust me.
215 pounds.
Okay. This is Dale, Jenny's husband. He's also going to be doing a transformation himself. He'd like to start a cleaner lifestyle, a little bit eating as well as quitting smoking. Dale, tell us about yourself for a second.
Yeah, my name is Dale Kokenauer. I'm a 38-year-old. Married to Jenny now for about 5 years, and looking forward to going through this transformation and 100% behind her.
Excellent. Do you want to take a pre-existing weight, or is there any numbers bother you? Or
Oops, I'm sorry.
Dale's starting weight is 165.
excellent.
Sorry about that.
All right, guys. We got the official weigh-in for the starting point. Again, this is just a reference starting point. I want to point out one thing. I specifically went and bought the scale this morning for a reason. You're going to see that reason in just a few minutes. I've learned one thing through all this, my own body transformation, my own numbers. A scale is much like the atom bomb. It was designed to be something good, and it's not. It's something bad. It's a liar. It's a cheat. It'll rob you of whatever time you have into something feeling simply by stepping on that and getting a reading that you feel is incorrect. A lot of people don't take in the fact that muscle weighs more than fat. How do your clothes fit? How are you looking? All this stuff matters more than what the scale has to say. It's been pounded through my head time and time again. I only choose to get on that scale probably once a week at best. Most of the time, not even at that. Jenny's probably not going to see the scale for another 4 weeks. At that point, she's going to start seeing the difference in clothing fit, how she feels, energy levels. Dale, I don't know so much as far as the scale, but he'll notice that as well once he starts the lifestyle change of the good eating, stopping the smoking. Like for you guys to step outside with me for a moment, kind of show you what we do with scales once we're done with them. In case you guys haven't figured out by now, this scale's not going to exist any longer. This is how much we think of these scales when people are trying to better themselves. That's the up no weight. I want to clarify one thing from a few minutes ago when I made the reference to a pound of fat versus lean muscle. It's not that it's any difference in weight. A pound is a pound is a pound. The difference is in density, how it carries itself on the human body. Lean muscle is always going to be smaller and tighter than gelatinous body fat. So that's why I have Louie here to correct me on stuff like that, because I want to be as educated as I can as well when I speak. So next we're moving on to something I thought was a brilliant idea, and that is, we'll call it Pantry Raid, where we're going through the cupboards, and Dale and Jenny were nice enough to agree to this, to go through and realize the things that don't need to be in the household when you decide to make the lifestyle change. Louie's going to kind of carry us through there. Again, that's his expertise in his field. And let's see what we got. Let's see what we can take out of here. Some of the food, I believe Jenny said that you'll be passing on to either family members or donating. There's no need to waste the food if you can pass it on again. But when you decide to make that lifestyle change, it's really important, out of sight, out of mind. So we'll move on to that now and have Louie kind of show us what stuff needs to go and what can stay.